Okay guys, we've done it. We've hit our milestone. We've hit that 5K month. And as you know from the title of this series, that is the whole point, getting to $5,000 every single month consistently with this whole system. And we are there. And I think from this point on, it's only going to get better. I think this is probably going to be the lowest we actually reach now. I think 5K months are going to be consistent. And I think we are going to potentially be hitting a 10K month soon. So with that being said, let's have a quick look at where we left off. So I'm just going to jump over to a screenshot of my last video, and the reason being is I want to talk quickly about the new accounts I am starting. So I was looking at initially goat funded, aqua funded, and instant funded, and I've actually now changed my mind completely. And this is all as a result of our community. And this is the brilliant thing about our community. You know, we've got so many people doing things, doing challenges, trying different prop firms, and we get kind of feedback from everyone. And as a result, instant funded is still something that is on my list, but I kind of took them off, and I've actually gone currently in 2 new challenges. I know I wanted to start 3. I am going to be starting the 3rd either today or tomorrow, so that's going to be coming as well. So I will be starting 3. I know I wanted to have 3 started already, so let me just go and show you which ones I am going to be taking and the reason why I chose them. Okay, so let's have a look here, guys. As you can see, I've got Hola Prime and Funded Elite, and then obviously FTMO. So FTMO I haven't started yet. I will be starting. I still have an account. I've had an account for ages. It was the first account I ever set up with prop firms, and I'm going to go back. A little bit more pricey, but I will be starting. I'm looking at signing up or at least buying my challenge today or tomorrow, setting everything up. So that might only start next Monday. But Hola Prime and Funded Elite are both going currently. The reason I chose these guys, like I said, our community, it's a fantastic place because we are constantly getting all this information, because it's a hive mind community. You know, everyone is doing things and everyone is giving everyone feedback. So as a result, the ones I was looking at, there was a few issues, a few kind of payout issues. A lot of people in our community are still trading with those, but I thought, you know what, I want to have smoothest sailing possible, and Hola Prime and Funded Elite looking good. We've got a lot of people that are currently using it. They're fairly new, so I want to kind of ride that wave with them. And also fantastic prices. I actually got Hola Prime $375. It's normally $499. They had a 25% voucher or a kind of sign up fee. Took that, and Funded Elite was even better. It was 35%, $325 for a 100K account. So with those two, and coupled with what I mentioned in my last video, I was talking about now that we actually need less to do the hedging. These accounts are like costing me nothing. So I am actually now potentially looking at starting another one with each of them. I've just got to double check on the rules to see if I can trade 2 at the same time. If not, I'm going to run these 2, get them to pass or fail. And as soon as they pass or fail, I'll be kind of going. So I want to try and get 2 running simultaneously if it's possible. I've just got to double check the rules. Talking about Hola Prime as well, I'm also going to be doing a review on these guys, kind of looking at everything. I'm going through all the rules, getting all the information right now as we speak, and I'm prepping for a very, very good review video on Hola Prime. So make sure you stick around and check that out. But those are the 3 that we are kind of taking care. 2 we've signed up for, they're in progress, and FTMO I'm starting very soon. But in the last video, I think I mentioned, let's go and have a look at my 5%. I'm just going to mark that one so I don't lose. I was kind of contemplating closing it. I would have made a small loss. I then decided to stick with it, just go for my profit target. I ended up hitting my profit target, and overall I ended up making $13 on, you know, where you're kind of meant to break even. So now 5% is running, no hedge bot is off. It's now I'm looking to make pure profit. I'm actually a little bit down. I think I'm currently sitting on about 98,800. So a little bit down, but I'm not that worried, you know, is what it is. Even if I lose it, I don't care. That's part of the process, right? The cool thing about the 5%ers is the set file I'm using. I think it's like a 4 or 5K profit target. So if we have one winning day, we're going to make it back very, very easily. So not stressed about that. The other 2 accounts, my E8 ones, actually 3 E8, 1 still not trading just because I've still got to do another interview and I just haven't had the time, and there's been too much going on. So that's on hold, and I've actually got a payout meant to be coming from that, but I will be doing that. It's in kind of my schedule to get that done. But even without that, guys, I hit my profit target. So that's the main thing. Let's talk about that. I've kind of been going off track here. So you can see here, guys, I got another payout with one of my E8, the E8 that has done fantastic. This account has got me so much money. It's crazy. And I got another payout after the profit target. So it's the new account that I'm running for the first time without the hedge actually got me a $3,079 payout after the 20%. Now remember, I've got two of my E8 accounts have been upgraded to 150K accounts, right? So this is a 2% profit target that I'm looking for. There are kind of some strict rules that I've got to play around, and I've got to keep trading them around that. One of the accounts now recently, I'm trading. I actually got an email saying that I traded too close to news. It didn't get a breach. It was just kind of a warning. So, you know, it's something I'm going to have to just make sure I keep an eye on, because there's a lot of rules, because I basically got the option to switch from the E8 Pro to the E8 One. So I've done that. And because I was switching, because it was them basically asking me to switch, they upgraded both of my accounts to 150. So with all my funded accounts at the moment, I'm sitting at 500K funded, which is pretty amazing. But yeah, so that account, I hit 3,079. The other account, the other E8 account, just before I actually switched to the 150K to the new account, I still had a payout. I was waiting for a payout. They gave me the payout and then I switched, and that payout was for 2,000. Between these two, 2,000, 3,000 and the 5% is $13. It counts. It all counts. I ended up making 5,121, guys. $5,000 hit in the month of March. And I think from this point on, it's just going to roll. I mean, you can see January was a good month. We went 1, 6, 3, 3, 2, 7, and now 5,100. So kind of getting there, going there. I don't think we're going to go lower than 5K. I might be wrong, but yeah, we've hit our target, guys, and I'm so super psyched about that. I want to kind of ask you, do you guys want me to keep tracking this series? I think if I get enough interest from you guys, I'll keep tracking it. Or the other option is I can start a new series, because I've got some really cool ideas about series. One of them being where I actually start with only $1,000. So $1,000 is my budget, right? I can use $1,000 to buy into prop firms and for my hedging. So that's all I have, $1,000, guys. And I still want to use the same system of using multiple accounts. And speaking of which, if you haven't seen my previous video, guys, make sure you go watch it, because it speaks specifically about stacking accounts and how it's so important. So make sure you check that out. But this is one of the ideas I had, right? I wanted to, because I think there's a lot of people that come join our community that, you know, love the product, but maybe they don't quite have the budget to be throwing it all into, you know, 100K accounts, stacking 2, 3, 400K accounts. And then on top of that, needing the capital that you would need to actually get the hedging going as well. Even though now we need a lot less to hedge, I thought, you know, maybe it would be interesting to see if we start with $1,000, that's our budget for taking our first 2 or 3 accounts, and then see how many accounts can we buy at whatever size. So either be 5 or 10 or 20K accounts and still be able to hedge them. I'm going to do that. And then we start scaling up and see, can we go from $1,000 to a 500K funded? So that's kind of the idea I'm thinking for the next series. So I'd love you guys to, you know, just put down in the comments below, what do you guys want to see for the next series? What would you guys like to see? That's my idea. If you guys want to see that, just say yes, we want to see that. Or if you have any other ideas about how you want me to track, what you want me to track, what you want me to do, as long as it's within obviously the whole kind of concept of what we do here at Blue Edge Financial, let me know, because I will be happy to do that, because I love this series. I love kind of keeping track. And speaking of which, we've also got a much better tracking sheet. This is the older one, but I started on this, so I've kind of carried on this, and I'm actually kind of jumping between 2 now, because the other one is actually a lot better just for the stats. So if I go to the stats, all my information is here. Let's have a quick look at the stats. My 2-step is still 100% because I passed the first one, but now I've got 2 others that are in process. So we'll see how my percentage stacks there. For 1-step, for single phase, I am on a 50%. And I know the guys in the background are looking and kind of really digging deep to find better or as good 1-phase challenges, because the whole thing with the 1-phase is you kind of get funded very quickly. So if you look now, guys, my net profit completed 17,900. That's what I've been paid so far from this series, which is phenomenal. Net profit total 12,000. Hedging results, I've made $965 from hedging. Total funding current, okay, that's not actually working. I think this is something that has been fixed in the new one. So for my new series, I will be using the new sheet, and I'm going to be tracking everything 100%, and I'm actually going to be tracking every single day. So every day, whatever happens, I'm going to be putting in a sheet, because we have got a sheet for that. So that's going to be really cool for the next series. Now, my average value of a funded account account is climbing. It's now at 5,500. That means for every funded account that I have obtained, I'm getting on average $5,500 back from that, which is phenomenal. I haven't yet lost a funded account, but that time will come. I will lose a funded account. And I think this number, if I can have that around $5,000, that's incredible, guys. $5,000, essentially, if you think about it, with the hedging, you're not really paying for a challenge, but you're putting in that $500, $400, you're getting it back initially. And then on top of that, you're making $5,000. So it's a no-brainer, and it just keeps getting better. This whole system, our product and everything about it. And I'm not just saying that because I work for the company. I'm using the system, I'm using the product, and it is so good. I just don't understand why someone would not see these results and just want to jump in. And speaking of which, if you guys are interested after watching the series, after seeing all of this, and you're like, you know what, I want to give it a go, make sure you go to www.propfarming.com, have a look at the demo video, a lot of information there, fill in the application form, and our guys at support will get back to you, because I'd love to see you guys. Come join the community. It's a fantastic community. I've reached the end. I've hit my 5K. I'm going to keep growing on this. I want in the next 2 or 3 months to be kind of consistently hitting that 10K. So I'm kind of like dreaming big. Not even a dream, it's happening, it's right here. But I don't want to kind of just keep tracking the same thing. I want to kind of give it, you know, a new fresh spin. And that's why I was talking about, you know, maybe bringing in a new series, starting with a new series. But let me know. Love to hear from you guys. This might be the last of this series. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what you guys say. Make sure you are subscribed if you haven't, because we've got so much cool content like this coming. And also make sure you like the video, guys, because it just helps out, gets this content out to people that could benefit from it. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for being a part of this series, guys. Bye for now.